Hello everyone, we are discussing the data protection compliance and we have discussed part 1 and where we discussed the overview of this course, and we discussed in part 2 the data protection importance, and in the part 3 we discussed the personal data and the data subject, and part 4 was related to the data controller and the data processor. Now we are going to start the course related next video, in which we will be discussing the data processing compliance requirement, and this is part 5. So if you have not watched the previous part 4, I would request you to go and please watch those videos for more clarity of what we are going to discuss in this course. So what is data processing? Data processing might be of different forms, and in the previous video we discussed that the data controller that is collecting is responsible to define the means of processing, and the data processor is the person or the entity that actually processes the information or data collected from the data subject. Data subject we also discussed in the previous video. If you have not watched those concepts, then please watch, because these technical terms would be used throughout this course. So to remind you, data subject is the individual who is providing the information and to whom the information relates or data relates, and data controller is the entity or person who is collecting the information, and data processing is performed by the data processors. So data processing might be like, for example, if the information or data, or you can say the personal data, is collected, recorded in any particular form by the organization or institution. The data collected is organized in some specific form as per the rules or norms or policies, or the way the data is stored, the way the data is altered, retrieved, used, or disclosed by the transmission, either electronically or through in any physical form, dissemination or sharing of information for any relevant purpose, blocking of account or blocking of data, destruction of the information on the expiry of the record keeping period, etc. So these are different data processing forms, and when we talk about the data processing, there might be any possibility that the processing would either be collection, recording, organization, and so on. So this was the data processing, and let's move on to the next part of this course, that is part 6. If you have not subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel and share this video with your colleagues and friends for education purposes. And thank you.